ready yet. Low on energy.
This build relies on one unique, which is Yen's Blessing, the new one that's added in Season 4. This one drops from Lord's Ear, but also from the event boss when you activate the three cauldrons in Helltide. It's confirmed because this one actually dropped for me in that spot. What it does is you get a 52% chance to cast a non-mobility, non-ultimate skill that is currently on cooldown every 8 seconds, basically, where you cycle through your shadow imbuement, cold imbuement, concealment. Let's say you used up these two, then use concealment, break out of it, you get extra energy, and cold imbuement or shadow imbuement cast automatically. The barrage is gonna be our main skill here. So you have +4 for barrage on the gloves as well as the imprint that gives piercing and increased attack speed. The other one is where you have the ricochet imprint. Now you have a chance to split into 2 arrows. Aside from that, you have the temperament. It's tempered so that you get an extra chance for barrage projectiles to cast twice. You will have like a shotgun barrage, but also you see that when core skills overpower an enemy, you spawn 3 volatile blood drops. When you see how many of these balls drop, then they are really devastating. The moment they spawn, you can just dash through them. So this is a must-have in this build as well. When it comes for other stuff, damaging an enemy as well as temperaments with lucky hit, to daze the enemy, to freeze the enemy, to basically have that impairment, so it counts as crowd control. Crowd control is gonna give us bonuses, as we discussed later on in the video. Some armor increasement as well. The crowd control enemies, as I've said, this is gonna be a huge benefit for not getting hit that hard when they are crowd controlled. I've said one unique, but also Godslayer Crown, which drops from Duriel, is a pretty great addition to the build. You will have the enemies pulled, like with that cool skill the Barbarian has. They will neatly stack in one place. I really like this to be used in this build, as well as Condemnation. Condemnation gives some combo points and combo point shenanigans. Restoring primary resource with the Umbral, as well as the primary resource for every 20% life that you heal. This is why we have skulls here, but also skulls give a lot of HP as we play. See that I also have these plus 100 intelligence and strength. These are to just power up Paragon skills, which would have extra stuff if they have enough strength and intelligence, all that neat stuff. Here, the classics. We will have the first board, Cunning Stratagem. So, combo points. This works well with the combo point dagger. Then Cheap Shot. We have Average Bounty. And generally we have imbued damage reduction as well. Should be somewhere here. Yes, so resistance to elements, damage reduction, also from slowed enemies. Remember to have some tempers that give slow as a what's it called? Lucky shot. And yeah, more damage dealt to crowd controlled enemies. As you see, these aren't really that much leveled up, but already the build is doing a lot of damage. It's easy to just run the pit on level 21, just melt those enemies. And as we go through the skill tree, puncture is the basic skill of choice. Barrage, of course, is the core skill of choice. We have vulnerability. We will have enemies get vulnerable a lot. Here we also have sturdy to get some close damage reduction. It's really important to shoot close to the enemies to just get the shotgun effect. Next we have stutter stab. Critically striking an enemy grants some movement speed. We will also have a lot of critical strikes, so that's 3 movement speed from this as well. And next, dash. Dash is here only to have like 2 dashes to move around quickly. You don't have to level it up at all. Then weapon mastery, because it increases damage. Here we have a subterfuge skills increased by something like an item, but it's concealment that you actually want to have upgraded to the fullest. You get 40 energy when you enter concealment. Then when you break concealment, you also get different stuff for, where is it? Yeah, vulnerability. And yes, this is it. Other than that, exploit, damage to healthy enemies, and to vulnerable enemies you also deal a lot more. By a lot I mean first increase damage. But then we will move on to imbuements. 2 imbuements. Shadow imbuement, this, and cold imbuement. These are our 2 main skills to be used. Also frigate finesse to have extra damage to chilled enemies. And this. Let's move on to innervation. So you will have a 50-50 chance to get 8 energy, which is a lot. You will be hitting a lot. 8 energy points doesn't seem to be a lot, but 50% chance, that's gonna be often. Adrenaline rush. So this is only to get a path for haste, while at 50% maximum energy, you're faster. When below, you have increased attack speed. And for our key passive, precision, you can also go with victimize, I guess, because you make a lot of enemies vulnerable. But this makes basically 3 critical shots out of your barrage. Every 5th one will be a critical shot. And you can cycle through barrage and puncture with this thing. So this is pretty great. Am I saying this correctly? Because I think it works like that. 3 combo points, right? And have here. No, it doesn't. But anyway, yeah, 2 different things. So you will have to cycle between puncture and barrage to get combo points, and stacks of precisions are gonna build from barrage itself. Now that we have this covered, combo points, of course, basic skills, generate them. Self-explanatory.